Hello, my YouTube friends. This is John at Left-Handed Models. I almost forgot who I was. And this is my entry into the Big Rig group build put on by Jeff at Jeff's Model Garage. Runs from January 1st to October 31st of this year, 2026. So I may build more than one for this, so this will be the first one. Here we go. So this is my, it says adult collectible. This is my Big Rig first part of my big rig. I know I'm going to have more because I have a trailer I want to pull this with. No, I want this to pull. And this was an Ollie's buy, and it 1999. It has the Miller High Life decals, which I probably won't use, but you never know. I might use some of these. And it says it has an optional Astro Air Dragger airfoil, which I may go ahead and put on there. CB radio with dual antennas, got to have a CB radio. Okay, that's some other things. And it shows, oh, I do have it right side up. Let's see, parts overview, shown at reduced size, I hope. Let's see, molded in white, and I will open the box here. I was looking to see how many parts, but it does not say. And it also doesn't say the year. Huh. Okay, so let's see if I can get this open without having a Band-Aid emergency. When other people do this and I see them have to start their line over, I think, oh, they need a new blade. But I almost always need a new blade, so I've quit commenting to myself. I don't comment to that on people's videos. That would be wrong. Okay, chrome. We have chrome steps and the understep part, wheel rims, and that's another deal. Somebody showed this before, that the paper in between. I like that too. It keeps them from rubbing off on each other. It looks like exhaust manifolds, valve covers, things like lots of engine parts are chrome. Wheels, inners, two steel axles. Must be for the rears. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 tires, like there should be. Looks like high miler tires. Okay, well, I better open these. Look at that. I need a new X-Acto blade, don't I? So here we have seats. That's probably air intake. That looks like batteries and a box and some kind of a cover. Huh. I would not know what that is. Oh, it might be a wheel cover. Because here's some more. Huh. That's the arrow thing for the top, which is the trailer I want to put on. I don't know if that's going to be appropriate, but I may put it on there anyway because I like them. And fuel tanks are not chrome. That's different to me for other trucks I've done. And then there's little things here, which there's multiples of them, so they're probably like for brakes or something like that. Then we have a nice cab, it looks like. With an interior that fits pretty snug. Huh. Has a few little things I'll have to try to get out. Nice looking cab. No flash. Nope, those are those are cab bumpers. That's not even flash. Oh, that's nice. No flash on the interior tub either. I guess there's a couple little mold marks here. Well, they might not be mold marks. They might be body lines. No, that's probably mold marks. And oh, huh. Usually I've found conventionals, which are the long noses, and I much prefer the snub nose varieties of cab overs. And so I'm glad I was able to find one. Here's some, that's probably exhaust. Yes, I would say. Excuse me. The engine, ready to paint. Radiator, fifth wheel, etc., etc., etc. Oh, that's a reference to a movie my wife likes. Let's see, The King and I. Yul Brynner. Okay. They're wheels, but they're like funny looking inside. They have serrations all over them. Huh, that's different. Hubs are separate. Oh no, I have to even them up then. Wow. Oh, that's why they're serrated. I think. Well, we'll see. Mud flaps and some other thing that's probably also rubber, or will be. Oh, sleeper. Sleeper. Why would it have a bed? It doesn't have a sleeper. Well, I guess it's got room back there, but only room for a bed. Oh, and a nice dash that's all pointed towards the driver. The little seat riser for the driver's seat. Looks like only a couple of tubes. Oh, that might be the stacks. One of them. Anyway, I'll have to see here. Frame rails, nice and straight, and very little flash. Well, yes, just a few mold lines, not really flash. Nice. And this is an AMT kit. It all seems to be very crisply molded. Well, here's some flash, darn. A little bit around the, it's probably rear suspension, no, front suspension, I would think, because that looks more like rear. Yeah. And then here we have the differentials and axles. Sorry, drive shafts, then axle, heavy duty shocks, steering arm probably some kind of stabilizer. The fifth wheel, I don't know what that's called, the piece, but it's for the fifth wheel. And that's odd looking. Oh, got some steps, mud flaps. I thought those others were mud flaps. So we'll have to see what those others are. I'll be looking in the instructions before I leave here. Now this would be a windshield and side glass. No rear glass. Ah, I didn't notice that. And some lights. I really like it that they make these lights essentially generic so that you have the red um, emergency lights in case you want to do something else with the model or do another model. These are the wonderful decals, and I'm going to open them to see what I think of the Miller High Life decals and the other stuff. And yes, I don't know about you, but I get about 3 models per X-Acto knife. If I don't use it to do any cleanup on my 3D printed stuff. Yeah, yeah. See, those are. I think those are the symbol for the Miller High Life, but those are nice anyway. And there are all the what are those they call those? Because it's all the specific licenses. So that's nice. And so if you paint it different colors, you've got black or red. Got truck numbers. Got Fruhoff would be for the trailer usually. Yep, caution wide turns goes on the trailer. There's another. I cannot read what that says. Huh? That's not surprising. That's not surprising. Michigan truck. Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Oh, got trailer and truck for Wisconsin. Probably because that's where they make the beer. Okay, I will tape that little protective thing on the decals so that they don't turn out like my F1 decals. Now I want to find that one part. So standard, pretty much standard anyway for a semi V8 engine with the blower on top, supercharger they call it. The wheels with showing how the hubs go inside the inner wheel rings. Okay, nice. The chassis, of course, and it always says assemble and paint entire chassis, which I always do. Otherwise, it's a pain. The rear suspension. Wow. The front suspension and steering. And then engine and drive shaft assembled. Then we have chassis accessories. Whoops, sorry. Supports. Muffler and bracket are chrome, but it wants you to paint the supports CC. And CC probably detailed here somewhere. Chassis color. Okay. Which for me is usually flat black. Nice little radiator stone guard. And then here we go with mufflers and pipes are separate. And that's an air intake. The thing that I wasn't sure about. One of the things I wasn't sure about. And exhaust stacks and air cleaners. And then there's the regular mud flaps. And, the fuel tanks mount to a bracket that's separate. And then there's the bed in the back of the interior. And I think that would be probably called a day bed. And the passenger gets this wonderful seat base. Oh, those pieces that I thought were bud flaps and the other rubber pieces are actually interior curtains for over the bed area. And those go in the cab before the interior. Ooh. Do not open these holes if using airfoil. Don't forget that. And then all the cab accessories. Lots of little things. Oh, I've got some resin from BCG Resins lights that I want to put on this then. Antennas, clutch cover behind the left headlight. Huh. And there, that's the air duct. I didn't know what it was for. So it must be for inside the cab. I'll be darned. Oh, that's it. So it essentially does not show decal placements. I guess that's for you to figure out on your own. And let's see, I think that was all I was going to do. And thanks for watching. And if you don't mind, give me a like if you have liked it. And give me a subscribe if you're not subscribed. And please, thank you for viewing. And for my subscribers, thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Bye.